guys, how's it going? Good evening, everyone. I just want to say thanks to everyone who showed up in the Discord last night. It was fun. And while we were having our book club meeting last night, we did finalize the book we will be reading for October. So I will announce it here for those of you who could not make it, but it's going to be Not a Happy Family, the Menendez brothers one. I told you, I call it Menendez. I know how to say their name properly, Menendez, but I never will. And you have Saturday Night Live to thank for that. You have David Spade and Adam Sandler to thank for that. I will never say Menendez. I will always say Menendez. Okay? Okay, now that we got that out of the way. Someone's gonna be like, that's not how their name is. I'm like, yeah, I know. Okay, anyways. So, oh my gosh, so much has happened. I don't even know how to, where to start. You know what I mean? I don't know where to start. Oh my God. So a few things that really irritate me about her is her treatment of Pete's, James, whatever. The thing she said on her live stream was just, it was like a punch to the gut for me. I mean, my feelings for Pete is complicated. Some days I kind of like him. Some days I'm seriously annoyed by him. And then some days I just want him to shut up. And then there's some days where it's just like, meh, I have no opinion whatsoever. But regardless, he is, in my opinion, nowhere nearly as bad as Chantel. I do sometimes wonder if he has Stockholm syndrome and that's why he's not leaving her. No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. Does he have some form of Stockholm syndrome? I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense. And, I did watch the interview between French Fried Girl and Shannon, and I was kind of surprised how spot on I was on a lot of things. Number one, her relationship with Pete and how she hung out with him and made fun of him behind his back and all that stuff, which I kind of figured, which I don't think I've mentioned that, but I did mention in one of my videos how I believe she was a serious bully in high school and not the other way around, because initially I always thought she was just bullied and really bad in high school or something, and this is her way to get the power back or something. And I was wrong about that, which, hey, I don't know her personally, so how could I get it 100% right, But and then to hear that she would invite people who are developmentally delayed over and pretend to be their friend and then make fun of them, I was just like, that sounds about right. Honestly, I believed it, it made sense. And it makes sense with Pete's. And I also wonder if there's some sort of maybe learning disability with Pete's. And I just wonder. And I don't care if you're a teenager, there just comes a point where you should know better. And you cannot hide behind the fact that you're a teenager, and you can't use that as an excuse, because she still does that stuff today. She still uses the R word. She still says, and it makes me, it makes me feel so sad for the people she hurt. And it makes me so angry at her for doing something that heinous. It's just a terrible thing to do. Of all the things she does, all the terrible things she does, I am appalled by that. Those teenage years are shitty. They suck. Things she said last night, which it ripped my heart open a little bit. Well, pizza's fine. I gave him some food, and he doesn't want to come out of his room because he doesn't want to deal with Nadir. Right. Obviously. So you basically give him no other option but to just stay in his room. I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, Nadir is a fucking douche. what are you going to do when Pete's is done with you? Because who will you have left? Nobody wants anything to do with you. Your friend is done with you. And I know you don't care. You don't care. But you should care, because good friends, good solid friends, they don't just pop up every day. They don't come around every day. And the friends that you think you have in your chat, they're not your friends. They're enablers. For whatever reason, they like you being sick. That works for them, because for whatever reason, that fits their narrative. They need you to stay sick, and they will do whatever it takes to keep you sick. And you think that those people are your friends. Wow. Wow. And you think, what's his name? Because I'm never going to say his name. And that's just for Callie and Shane and Charlie and DC. I won't mention his name because he's not worth, he is not worth the airspace. You know what I'm saying? But you think that he doesn't have motives behind having you on his channel, and do you not see that you're his little puppet and he is using you to do whatever weird, crazy shit he's doing? Like, you don't have anybody except for Pete, and you are alienating yourself from him. And Stockholm Syndrome or no Stockholm Syndrome, everybody has their breaking point. So, okay. And what are you going to do when he's done with you? Like, you're just going to go move in with Nadir, a guy you're scared of? Like, okay, here's another thing, because I hear this rumor circulating, and I see why people believe it, but I don't think it's in her case what's going on. A lot of people think she's just milking this for views. I think to an extent she is, because at 37 you have to have a little bit of self-awareness, but then again, we're talking about Chantal, so who's to say? But she doesn't have much self-awareness, but I'm gonna say I don't think it's all for views. I think, like, she knows that drama sells and drama gets views, but I also think this is 100%, I would say 80% authentic, just because something that stood out to me that Shannon said was how she has no street smarts. I already knew that. I knew that 150%. I was like, this girl is not smart enough to go out and play in the drug world. It is cutthroat, it is dangerous, it is scary. She's gonna get ripped off. And Shannon confirmed that with me about the mushrooms, $300 for 3 grams. I was like, oh my God. Holy crap. Just everything. She has no street smarts. She's not cut out for this life. So I think that she is perfect for somebody like Nadir to manipulate. And I think she's totally being manipulated by him. And I think it is disgusting, but, like, honestly, at the same time, I'm not surprised, like, because she doesn't know any better. She just doesn't have any common sense at all. I mean, it's been brought up time and time again, and I gave this a pass, and now for her, I'm not giving her a pass on this. I used to say, people were like, why would you do drugs in your late 30s, almost 40s? And I thought to myself, well, I've known people in the program who have done that, who have started drinking after they raised their children. And then I thought about it, and I was like, why would I give... Yeah, most of the people who did that was because they waited till after they raised their children. Boom. And then they started drinking. And then I thought more about it, and I was like, those people that start drinking later on in life, they were drinking as teenagers, and then they stopped for whatever reason, and then they picked it back up again. So I retract all that with her, because absolutely, why are you suddenly picking up a meth habit at 37? And don't tell me you're not, because I wasn't born yesterday. I have eyes. I'm gonna call it out because it needs to be called out regularly. Like, she can't get away with this. And she's going to face consequences. So I know, hang in there, guys. It seems like it's never gonna happen. Trust me, it's going to happen. I love that she thinks taking the side roads is gonna keep her from getting pulled over. Guess what, bitch? Cops are on the side roads too. Yeah. They're not just on the highways. They take the side roads too. You think you're being smart? Girl, you are so dumb. Oh my God. Nice try. Nice try. No, you keep trying that. You take the side roads because you think the cops aren't there. That's funny. That's hilarious. She's going to get caught. Eventually she's going to get caught. I just hope, well, I don't know. You know, at her age, if you're 37 and you get popped with a huge drug charge, I'm just going to go ahead and say, you made your bed, now lie in it. I wouldn't want that for anyone, like a drug charge. I mean, you could face some serious time, especially depending on how much drugs you have on him. I mean, just think of how much Nadir can manipulate her. I honestly believe Nadir is just a low-level drug dealer. I really do, because he seems to have an awful big variety of drugs on hand, constantly available. And I also think he might be a low-level pimp. I still stand by that. I think he might be a low-level pimp. What is that going to look like if they move in together? And what is the motives behind him moving in together? Like, I don't know exactly what his motives are, but I don't think it's good. I honestly think it's some sort of prostitution, or he's going to have her be like, she's going to be something for him. She's going to play some role in this game he has, whether it's drugs to keep himself clean. He doesn't want to get his hands dirty, you guys. You should just have someone else do your dirty work. Hi, who's going to do the dirty work? Chantel. Honestly, I think that's why he wants her to move in. That, and she pays all his bills too, which, I mean, who's going to say no to that shit? I mean, cool. Sounds good. That's a solid plan. I mean, like what? You're going to pay all my bills and you're going to go shop. You're going to buy me clothes and all this stuff and get me a new phone and electronics, and oh, fuck yeah, dude. Sounds good. Works for me. And the thing that's going to crack me up about this whole thing is she may cave. Like, if she moves in with him, she's going to lose her shit because she won't be able to eat the food she likes. And we're already seeing that. I mean, she has such an addiction to junk food. Really bad addiction. Like, to the point where she's bitching because she's eating vegetables and fruits. Oh my God, get over yourself. The fuck? You're not 5. Be a fucking adult. I can't stand that shit. I have no patience for that shit. When when Pete whines about vegetables, and I'm just like, just shut up and eat your fucking vegetables. You're a fucking grown man. Eat your fucking vegetables. Jesus Christ. Like, I feel gross if I go through a day without eating like fruit and vegetables. Like, I always have fruit with my breakfast, and I like to have vegetables throughout the day. It just makes me feel better. Like I said, like, I know I value the body I'm in and my organs, and I want them to like thrive. The fact that she has like practically a mental breakdown because Nadir's making her vegetables and fruit. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Really? Really? Shut up. Just shut the fuck up, dude. No. I don't got time for that nonsense. That's just ridiculous. You're not 5. I'm going to keep saying it over and over. You aren't 5. Really? I just want to say to Shannon, like, I don't know Shannon. Like, I haven't really spoken to Shannon ever. Like, she's in Canada, I'm in the United States. Like, I'm at the other side of the country. But one thing I wanted to say, because as someone who's lost friends because of addiction and relationships and all that stuff, I just want to say, you're doing the right thing. Letting a friend go, especially under these conditions, is difficult. And I've been there. That's why I'm saying something like I've been there. I've had to walk away from friendships, long-term friendships, my maid of honor, I had to walk away because of alcoholism. And it just got to be so toxic. My friend did something very similar to what Shannon's experiencing with Chantel. And I just want to say the best thing you can do is walk away. And the interesting thing is that when one friendship closes, another one opens, and just leave yourself open for new relationships, or maybe even better friendships going forward. Like maybe there's someone you're not that close with that suddenly you're going to be super close with, and that person's going to be the friend you need. Like it's interesting how the universe always provides for you in this situation if you keep your heart and your mind open. And it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to miss the good times. I mean, I'm talking like you had 23 years of friendship and it just was poof, gone. Like that's tough. My circle is small, but it's meaningful. Whereas in my 20s, I had a big circle of like fair weather friends. No, like there's friends that I know I can go to if I need something, and they will, even if I haven't talked to them in like 6 months, they'll still be like, what's up? In the right time, like, maybe take stock of the friends you have around you, or somebody that you've just met that is you're kind of vibing with, and you're like, huh, because I'm telling you, it always works out that way. So you're doing the right thing. That would be the advice I would give to anyone who is caught in her crossfire and her crosshairs, is walk away. Just walk away. Don't get involved. And I think that's smart to do that. I don't understand how people can just take a friend for granted like that. Somebody, because like I'm telling you, the second I did what was best for me and I walked away and I was like, I'm done. I can't do this. This is too much. I can't be a part of this. If this is how you want to live, that's fine. And I don't want to put my friend on blast. This is not my place to tell her story, but it was bad. And I called her out and she said terrible things to me that really hurt. And I was very deeply hurt. Like, how could someone who is supposed to be my friend say the things she said to me? And I had to remember, and I had to talk to people about it, and I had to be like, she's sick. She's so sick. And we're cool. Like, we're cool, but I can't be her friend. You know what I mean? Like, time has passed. A lot of time has passed. A few years have passed. And we're cool. We're good. But I can't be her friend. Too much has been said. Too much has been done. Even if she called me and had an emergency, probably what I would do is find somebody to help her, but it wouldn't be me, because I still care. Like if I got a call from her at 2:00 in the morning, like I need help, I would probably try, like I need help, I'm stranded downtown Seattle, I'd probably like call her an Uber, like it wouldn't be me, if that makes sense. So I just want to put that out there to you. Like, you're doing the right thing, stay strong, and whatever decisions you make, just write a pros and cons list before you make any big decisions. That's exactly what I did with my friend. When I decided what course of action I was going to take, I wrote a pros and cons list. I know it sounds so cheesy, but like, seriously, don't underestimate the power of a pros and cons list. Okay, like, they're great. And for anyone else who might be going through this, like, not just Shannon, like all of you, I'm sorry, I don't mean to single out one person, because you're all going through something like this. Listen, make a list and then make a decision. I find that female friendships are so important. They're so important. And if you're lacking it, it's just it's like a piece of you is missing. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, having friends is really important. Having good quality friends who you can count on. It's so important. It's so vital. She's gonna regret it. And it's gonna happen sooner or later. Don't you worry, guys. It will happen. I know it feels like nothing's going on, nothing's happening, but those consequences do happen. So, and I think it'll really happen when she loses Pete. And I feel like he's just hanging by a thread. And I think if it wasn't for, and I'm not joking, I think if it wasn't for Stockholm, he'd be gone. I really do. So everyone have a good night. Take care. Tell your friends you love them. Give them a hug if you can. No. I totally forgot to record an outro. Like, I just stopped talking. So anyways, I just left it. I'm sorry. I love you. Everyone have a great night. Take care.